Welcome to the first episode of Behind the Beauty, powered by the Beauty School. I'm your host Chloe, and this is your other host Mimo. So Behind the Beauty was developed so that we can give you, the listener, first-hand insight into what the Beauty School is about, who are we, and who are our tutors, who's our course consultants, and even to meet our graduates. So stick with us and you'll learn some invaluable beauty tips and tricks along the way. You'll also hear some hair-raising nightmare beauty services. And I'm going to pass over to Antoinette and Caitlin, some head beauty tutors here at the Beauty School.
So the first topic is Behind the Beauty?
Yeah, but I think first we have to announce our guest of honour for today.
Of course.
Mimo.
Of course.
Beautiful little boy.
Who's just scrambling around?
Who's our, his mum's over in the corner. He doesn't want to leave her. But he's our mascot. He will get used to this eventually. I feel like Dr. Evil.
Yeah. He's
Little
so beautiful.
cat.
His little tongue.
I love it. So why beauty as a whole, I guess?
Yeah.
In general courses, where are we starting with it?
Well, we could start with why going into the beauty industry to begin with? What are some reasons people like to go into the beauty industry?
I think, I don't know about you, but I started off wanting to care for other people, specifically more so as a teenager. I felt really bad in my self-confidence. I didn't feel like I was valuable, which is really sad when you think about it. But I wanted to make sure that I could do what I can to make other people feel better about themselves and not have them feeling the way that I felt as a kid. So for me, that's where I went into it. But there's also a really strong correlation between beauty and the nursing industry purely for that caring aspect.
Yeah.
If you want to make people feel better, whether it's not necessarily superficially, but on the surface or inside, it's a driving factor for people who join the beauty industry, I think.
It's so interesting, hey, like everything that we do is all about the external. It's all about the external appearance, but the transformation inside of a person and of a client that you've been seeing for, you know, you might be doing skin treatments on them for 6 months and their confidence has just skyrocketed from the amazing work that you've put in. So it's so much more than just beauty being skin deep, hey?
Yeah, and I don't even think it's, technically we're unsolicited and unqualified therapists.
Yeah.
Like actual psychologists. Like, I don't know about you, but the amount of venting I've had, and I don't hate it. I love it. I love gossip. So, tea, sis, give me more.
Give me
more. Tell me about how your partner is pissing you off.
Yeah.
I love it. But I think it's also why women especially like having beauty services done, even if it's a 15-minute leg wax, because they can go to someone who has no insider information, they don't have an opinion on the situation, and just vent and be themselves, which is awesome.
Isn't it awesome? I love that aspect of the industry.
I think as well, it's a fairly lucrative business, profit-wise.
For sure.
I think, you know, even working for yourself or working for somebody else, there is a large range of services that you can offer. People as well, even though we are predominantly in Australia, people tip at the big salons and spas especially, you know. And I think not only is it good to get into for caring for people, but also earning a bit of money on the side.
Absolutely.
Get that money, honey.
You know, every service I've ever done in the beauty industry has never really felt like work. It's really felt like I have connected with my client. I am trying my best to give them exactly what they want.
Yeah.
And at the end, when they walk away satisfied, it's like,
you feel satisfied.
I feel satisfied.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing as well. It really is true, the saying where it's like, if you love what you do, you'll never have to work a day in your life.
Yeah.
I used to think that was a huge cop-out. I was like, work is work. Don't tell me that. Like, I don't come into work and enjoy my day, but that biggest lie of my life.
Yeah.
I love my work.
It's so true. It's so true. I love what I do. And I love what I do here at the beauty school as well. You know, I'm able to, and you as well.
You love me?
Of course I love you.
Oh, thanks.
We're able to really connect with all different types of students and bring the best out of them, which I love to see, and I love to see that growth in them.
Again, I think that's the care aspect. It's not just caring for ourselves or for the clients that we're providing services to. It's for the students and the future generation of beauticians and beauty therapists and eyelash technicians and hair extension technicians, that we are fostering their skills and their career in the industry starts with us. And I think that's really, really important, and we have to make it as impactful as possible.
Absolutely.
So I started off doing my diploma of beauty therapy at the ripe old age of, I think I was 15 when I enrolled. So I dropped out of year 10. It really is true. I'm a beauty school dropout.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you regret dropping out?
Never. Not one chance. Like, it was the best decision in my life. One, because I'm not good at math, but two, because I didn't enjoy school. I didn't enjoy academia. I didn't want anything that I had to get an ATAR for.
Yeah.
And, you know, my mum was actually the person who kind of guided me into the beauty industry. And she said, if you don't want to be at school, you can't stay at home and do nothing. You have to study or you work full time. So I ended up doing that. Worked at McDonald's 3 days a week, studied 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Took my butt all the way into the city in public transport, 3 hours traveling every single day. And not only was it good to start off my career in the beauty industry, but the place that I studied actually had really strict rules about professionalism, how you dressed, how you looked, and it instilled in me a lot more confidence and structure and discipline as well than high school, primary school ever did, ever.
And I suppose it becomes more real to you because it's something that you're interested in as well.
100%. Absolutely.
And the reason why I ask if you regret dropping out is because I didn't drop out.
Yeah.
And I wish I had.
Yeah.
Because I feel as though I would be a lot further along in my career by now. And I mean, I've had a lot of...
You've done a lot.
I've done a lot. I've done a lot, but I also think it's part of the beauty industry where you're always wanting to learn more and always wanting to do more. So I wish I had dropped out, but I don't think my parents would have liked that too much.
To be clear, we're not condoning dropping out.
Not at all.
Not at all. And the good thing is, now that we have short courses in the beauty space, you can do both. You can have the best of both worlds. You don't have to put it on hold to study, which is awesome. And that's kind of what we're all about here at the beauty school.
If I had something like that back in the day,
frothed it.
like
I would have loved it.
Absolutely.
Actually, that's a lie. I still would have dropped out. but I could have been doing a full diploma in short courses at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
But what about you? I know a lot about you, Antoinette, but let our listeners know a little bit about yourself.
So I am kind of a jack of all trades. So I am a Certificate 4 qualified hairdresser. So got my qualifications there. I'm also a beauty therapist. So I did a diploma of beauty therapy, which I did not finish. So I ended up attaining a Certificate 4 in beauty therapy, just with all my units and everything like that. I'm also a qualified makeup artist. I've done lots of short courses along the way. My diploma of beauty therapy focused on nails. So I'm also a nail tech. And along the way, I've done lash lifting, you know, brow transformations, brow lammies, brow hennas, brow hybrid tints. So I'm also a brow technician and lash technician as well.
And you wish you would have dropped out of high school because you didn't complete enough within the past? Like, what more do you want, babe?
I don't know. I just feel like I would have had more time.
Yeah.
More time.
Time is precious.
Time is precious.
Yeah.
And once it's gone, it doesn't come back.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a good thing, you know, especially being in the beauty industry. There's always new services, always new options coming up, and you have the ability to stay relevant by continuing to develop your skills. And I think that's why at the beauty school especially, we've focused on that aspect. I know when I did my diploma, I learned Vichy showers and, you know, electrode therapy that I have not once used in my entire 9 years in the industry.
It's very specific, isn't it?
Very specific to the 5-star, you know, hotels and resorts in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. I'm sorry. That was way too out of my reach. I was not, little old bogan Caitlin was not going all the way up to Dubai to work in a 5-star resort, okay?
You're funny.
But I think the beauty school specializes on those courses so that people can pick and choose.
Yeah.
They don't have to do courses or subjects that they don't want to do. And they can really specialize and hone in on being a brow technician.
Yeah.
Or a lash technician.
And I think that's a big reason for why I dropped out of the diploma was because being a hairdresser already, I didn't love the spa aspect of it.
Yeah.
So in a hair salon, it's very go, go, go. There's no time to break. There's no time to do anything but focus on your client. You can't even sit down, you're right. And going into sort of a slower, more relaxed environment just didn't match with who I am as a person because I'm quite crazy and high energy.
Yeah.
as she knows.
Yeah, way too well for that.
But yeah, that was the main difference for me. And had I had the opportunity to be able to pick and choose what I wanted to do, I think I'd be in a different position now.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, you know, the beauty industry is ever evolving, and to stay current and relevant, you have to adapt your service offerings, and you have to adapt your study options as well. I mean, I just recently looked back over the place where I studied my diploma. Same subject outline. They have not evolved at all. You know, yeah, okay, they've added in advanced options to study, but they haven't added in lash lifting and tinting. I finished my diploma 9 years ago. I had a 2-hour course on classic lash extensions. Didn't touch it after that.
We did one day in my diploma.
It was not a big thing.
No.
And I, now looking at it like, crap, damn it. What a missed opportunity.
I know, but isn't it funny how these small industries start to take off?
100%.
Like the beauty industry is so vast and the scope of the beauty industry is so huge. But isn't it interesting how certain things like brow services take off, nail art takes off,
It was not as
lash extensions.
It was not as in depth or like technical back then. Brow waxes were just, wax it. If I stuffed up your shape, sorry.
Yes,
see you later.
sorry.
Bye.
Yeah, see you next week.
Yeah. I'll see you in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Hopefully it grows back.
And you pray to God that it
you
breaks off.
pray to God. Oh, okay. So that brings up a good story. Okay. I want to know what your first ever service that you made a mistake on.
Oh. So it's not crazy, but it ruined the whole thing.
Oh, no.
So I had just started hairdressing. I'd been there 1 month. We had literally just learnt how to shampoo hair, hadn't touched scissors, hadn't touched clippers.
Right.
And my brother's like, oh, well, you're a hairdresser now. You can give me a haircut. Okay. You're right.
Sure. You're right.
I am a hairdresser now. I'm going to do just that. So I went along and I got the clipper and I was doing an okay job. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty easy. I'm made to be a hairdresser.
Killing it.
And then I come along to his sideburns and I don't know if I took off the guard for some reason or the guard fell off, but I've just gone in and taken off his whole sideburn from here to here.
Love that.
Like a whole chunk. It's a look. And like he's a couple of years younger than me. So at that time, me being 18, he was 16.
Oh no.
Like that was like his image was everything.
Oh,
and
you ruined it.
I ruined it. And I have not lived it down to this day. Not to this day.
You know what? Serves him right though.
I know.
Younger brothers are annoying. And I didn't even have one.
And he wanted it for free. Like,
my family, I still get that. Can you do mine? No, I can't. I work full time now. I do not have
just a little trim is what I get.
Just a little. Can you take a little bit off?
Just a little bit off. Hey, can you fix my fringe? I don't like how she did it. Like, if you didn't like how she did it, you should have come to me.
You know what? That brings up another good point. I can never say to anybody I'm getting a service done from, I don't like what you did. And I work in the industry.
I can, but I'm a Karen.
Yeah, well.
I can very easily. I can easily, only because me as a therapist, I would want to know if someone was unhappy.
Yeah, 100%.
I would want to know, so I want to give someone else that opportunity too.
It's very humbling receiving that feedback
100%.
as well. Like you think you killed it and they go, actually, and I'm like, oh.
Especially brow services.
Yeah.
Like I feel like brows are so dicey.
So delicate.
So delicate.
One misstep and you've ruined their entire face.
Yeah, because it's really about a couple of hairs. You could take a few hairs out and ruin the whole line of your design.
And you won't live it down. They won't come back.
They just won't come back.
They won't come back. My horror story is a little bit different.
Tell me.
So I was doing a Brazilian wax, first ever on my own.
Oh God.
And I had to trim the hairs a little bit because they were just a bit too long. I ended up cutting her. Yeah. Yeah, it was not great.
What happened?
I went and got the manager.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I'm really sorry. And then I quit.
Was it a bad cut?
It wasn't too bad, but I'm pretty sure it stung.
Oh my God.
It was not fun. It was,
ouch.
Yeah. I went home and cried. I was 16 years old. I was like,
but you never did that again, right?
Never did it again. Never. I never took scissors to it. If it was too long, I was like, I can't do it. I'm sorry.
And you know, that's the thing too. Like, I find that students get so bogged down when a mistake is made or when something doesn't go to plan. But that's all a part of the learning process
100%.
too. It's important to embrace those moments and understand that, you know, this could happen in a real life situation and I won't have someone to back me up.
Absolutely. And that's why I think as well, it's really important that, you know, when we receive someone's submission. You know, we're not coming at it from a personal point of view. I don't have any hard feelings towards you. I'm
Correct.
saying this because I've been there.
Yeah.
I've made those mistakes, and I want you to learn now so that when you have a paying client, you're less likely to make that mistake, and you're more likely to leave with a client who's satisfied, who loves your work and comes back.
For me, it's about like preparing my student for the absolute worst outcome.
Yeah.
And preparing them to be able to handle absolutely anything and giving them the tools to be able to handle everything.
Absolutely.
Not physical tools, but you know, the mental tools and the knowledge.
Yeah. You need to have some sort of emotional intelligence about you as a technician, because I know when I started out, I could not handle constructive criticism. I couldn't handle someone telling me they didn't like it, or they wanted me to take a little bit more off, or what have you. And I always felt really offended. And I always went, well, why? I did a really good job. But you have to realize that you're not going to improve if you don't accept it. Again, it's not personal.
And I think, and the main thing is like that you're giving your client what they want at the end of the day.
100%. They're paying you. You're not paying them to be here.
That's right.
Would you not want to swallow that down and be like, you're right, let me do this for you?
Of course.
Still about it later. Talk about it later. Get mad, have a glass of wine. But in the moment, you kind of have to bend to the will of the client.
And every single time you do that, you're learning something new, not only about your client, but a new technique, a new way to solve a problem, a new way to communicate with your client.
Yeah.
You know, and also a new way to consult with your client too.
Yeah.
If you're having those issues at the end of a service, then you know that you maybe need to ask a few more questions at the start of the service.
100%. And that's only going to make you a better technician,
100%.
You know, beauty specialist in the future. If you're able to adapt and use corrective techniques or take on board that feedback, you're ultimately going to end up in a better position, you know, 2-3 months down the track. When you've taken on board that feedback, you've adapted, you've improved, you get more clients from it. I think that's really important.
It really, really is. Now that we're on the topic of nightmare services, I have one here.
Oh, I'm
Do you want to
ready.
hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So here it goes. My friend and I booked a lash lift for $40 at a hair salon, which I won't name. The $40 should have been
Sorry,
our
that's
first
not a good
sign.
sign. I won't name it.
Won't name the salon. Anyway, on our first impression, it looked nice, a normal hairdresser, but then they led us down into a basement type room with super white lighting, very prison-like, haha. Once they started, we knew something was off. Firstly, when gluing the lashes down, it really hurt and they were pulling our lashes. Then when applying the perm solution, they left us alone in separate rooms for 40 minutes. We started yelling out because we thought they forgot about us down in the basement. Once they finished, it was pretty clear that the tops of our lashes were fried and the lashes were going in a million different directions.
Stop. That's not real. This is not real.
This is real.
This
This is real. But you live and you learn, and we definitely didn't go back. Wow.
Ma'am,
The first
tell me
warning
you did
sign.
not pay for that.
Well, clearly they did, $40.
Jesus. The minute I stepped down into that basement, I would have been like, hell no.
The other thing too is I'm all for cross discipline. So a hairdresser doing beauty services, beauty therapists getting into hair extensions or keratins or whatever the case might be. But, you know, leading you down into a basement, like that's my first
That is
question mark.
straight up psycho killer.
Yeah.
I was going to swear,
And
but
then
I can't.
40 minutes? 40
minutes. Is that for both solutions or just one?
They left them there for 40 minutes.
I would have taken that off myself. I would have just literally walked around like a blind man, picked up something,
And just wiped it.
Wiped it off, get my butt out of there.
Oh my God.
I could never.
They charged them $1 a minute for all that. $1 a whole minute.
Wonder a whole minute, 40 minutes, you leave looking beautiful, no eyelashes.
Fried. And, oh my God. They're going to struggle to recover from that.
They're never going to financially recover. Honestly, though, name and shame, because that's not just bad practice, it's also really, really harmful.
Yeah.
And I do not consciously believe that someone who's doing that, regardless of the basement, should be allowed to perform that service.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I think too, you know, it's really, it's all fine and well to want to offer lash lifts. Charge your worth, first of all.
Yeah.
But also at $40, you kind of go, what are you putting on me?
That lash lift was not worth $40. I would have said it's worth 5 cents.
No.
if that.
Actually, they would have had to pay me to
You,
do lashes
you
there.
pay me to do this for you.
You guys
because-
can pay me.
No, I'm not willing to do that.
I would never do that and know that my eyelashes were going to be fried
100%.
off.
On the topic of that though, I find as well, I don't know about you, but whenever I'm looking at Instagram, I see the most outrageous stuff in terms of services being done. Like people are laminating the brows with weird products, or they're leaving it on for too long. I'm like, what are you, do you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Is this just for shock value?
Or they call it a hack.
It's not a hack, babe. It's not a hack if you're
Crazy.
going to end up ruining someone's eyebrows at all.
And there is a specific reason why we do things the way we do them.
Because
it works.
it works.
It's tried and tested.
It's proven.
Yeah.
Scientifically, I'll back it. Put my name on it. Like, it's proven. And you shouldn't step out of that box unless you're so experienced that you make your own products and you're able to do that.
You really need to be a master of what you do to be able to bend the
100%.
rules.
And I'm sorry, but if you've only been in the industry for 2 seconds, you're not a master.
But the other thing too is like, you know, I would want my staff in a salon or my students to be as creative as possible.
Yeah.
But within reason.
Within limits.
Like you can't go and you can't go and put a perm solution on for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
In most cases, you would have no lashes left. They actually got out really well with just a few fried
They got
ends.
lucky. If it was just fried ends and that's it, well done.
Because you could even also have blindness too.
100%. Those solutions, not only do they smell bad, they're so chemical. And if they get into the eyes, 40 minutes sitting there with chemicals in my eyes,
It's
sorry,
all over. No,
it's over.
there's no way.
Done.
There's no way.
On the topic of Instagram, what's your favorite beauty trend at the moment?
Oh, I'm loving these super extra brow transformations.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing a lot of brow waxes, brow lammies, hybrid tints, henna tints, all different kinds of brow transformations. And then the technician will go and put a jelly mask.
Oh my God, I love that.
With little,
so bougie.
so bougie,
Like
with
little flowers?
and stuff.
Yes.
Oh my God, I
So
love it.
bougie.
I could watch that all day long.
Oh my God, and they get the little, what is it, the gua sha?
Yeah.
And they put it on their brows?
Oh my God, it's
I'm like,
so beautiful.
Babe, lay me down for 40 minutes. You can do that for me.
Oh, it
Love
looks
it.
amazing.
My,
Going the extra mile, right?
oh, extra mile gives you extra money.
Yeah.
If I was in a country that tipped regularly and I got that done, take all my money.
Yep.
Take it all.
It just looks so amazing.
Love it. And not only that, it adds an aspect of like care. Like, I care about you. Here's a
course,
mask.
yeah.
I care about you. Here's a gua sha.
I'm just not going to leave you while your henna is
Yeah.
processing. I'm actually going to ice roller your face.
Love that.
Oh.
I don't have to do any extra stuff. I just entertain them with my
With your antics.
with my antics. I'll be in the background trying to clean stuff up. I'll be like, oh crap. They'll be like, what?
What did you do?
It's fun. It's a fun time. Like, you can't see. It's a guessing game.
And that's the thing too. Like, don't quash your personality in a
No.
salon's environment.
Be
who you are.
professional,
Be
but be who
professional.
you are.
But be who you are.
Yeah.
For sure.
My favorite trend at the moment is the makeup. Halloween's coming up.
Yep.
31st of October. I'm seeing so many people come out with different application techniques, different looks that they're doing. I love it. I can sit on TikTok for hours
Amazing.
watching everybody do new looks or new ways of doing things.
There's actually a makeup artist that I saw recently. I don't know if you guys have heard of Liza Kondrovich.
No.
So she does a lot of face charts and she's a real artist.
Love that.
But she started doing some runway work and she started melting plastic bottles to create like sculptures to place on the
Oh,
face.
that's awesome.
It looks incredible.
I love that.
It looks
I have
amazing.
a feeling I saw one that she wasn't invited to the Paris Cannes Film Festival, but she created something to be included. It was like a face sculpture.
Might have
So
been
when she
her.
turned to the side, her face fit inside the sculpture. Yeah, it's really cool.
How
I'll have to show you.
cool.
It was beautiful. Love it. On the back of social media trends, the 2000s.
Oh,
David Beckham and Victoria Beckham, they're big.
they are.
They're huge.
Especially with the release of their new documentary.
I watched 5 minutes and I thought, I cannot do this because I don't know a thing about soccer.
I actually haven't watched it yet, but you know, growing up in the era of the Spice Girls,
Oh,
it's definitely on my list.
this is going to be new to me. I'm a 97 baby. I wasn't there back then.
Yeah.
So like those trends mean nothing to me. You wouldn't catch me dead wearing them now.
See, like I look at them and go, how is this possible that this is coming back into fashion?
It is though. Everything comes back around. Just wait. Our fluoros from Supre, they're going to be back next week.
Oh my God.
So we've got some photos here.
Yeah.
We're going to be having a quick look-see. Are we judging their outfits?
Judging the whole look.
Was that taken yesterday? Like, it honestly looks like, aside from David, Victoria looks like something you'd catch someone walking down the street wearing in summer.
To me, Victoria's always timeless. Like,
Timeless.
you could put her outfits from the 90s here today and she would still rock it.
She would.
She's very timeless.
She's that girl.
And I love how even though they're not dressed the same, they still match in.
They match. They've got a very, like, couture,
yeah, I love it.
country vibe going on.
What's with the scarf, though, on Bex? Is that a scarf?
I think it's her hair. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Bag.
I thought it was a scarf.
He said in his doco that his favourite attire is his farm attire.
Farm attire.
Stop it.
I saw a short of him calling out Victoria, and I can't tell you how I laughed.
Was that about
The Rolls Royce.
The Rolls Royce?
Oh
Yes,
my God.
that was hilarious.
That was so funny.
I was like, be real, Victoria, come on.
And then he just closes the door.
He's like, stop lying. Love it. Accountability.
It's so real. I love it.
Oh,
Oh
it's
my
the
God,
purple.
the
It's
colour purple.
Wow.
The wedding, and they got all their guests wearing
A wedding or their wedding?
their wedding.
They wore purple to their
Everyone
wedding?
wore black and white, and they wore.
It's a very specific purple. It's actually Prince purple.
Yeah.
It's like Prince purple, which
the
is
frosted. He's got the frosted tips. Stop it.
how many frosted
If they
tips I
brought
did
that
back in the
back.
day. Oh my God.
Stop.
What do we think? I kind of like it.
I vibe with the colour. I don't vibe with the non-fitting tux or the dress.
But how much power do you have to have as a couple to tell every single person that comes to your wedding to only wear white?
So much power.
So much.
Power couple. Ooh.
Geez, this is early, this one.
Oh, it's the fringe on Bex for me. And it's what is that, brown? The brown, like, shimmer on her lips?
Yeah. Oh my God. There's always those bricky colours.
Look
those
at the
bricky.
brows.
So
thin
skinny.
brows.
So skinny. I love it.
I love the fur. And
I
the
love
cross
it.
in the centre.
I want skinny brows to have a resurgence.
Why?
I love them.
What? Don't do this to me.
I love them.
No.
I'm putting it out there.
You're going in the bin.
Oh my God, this is one of my favourite looks ever. I love the double leather.
No. Is that a whole jumpsuit that he's wearing?
I think it's
Or is it separate?
I think it's separate. But they even have the same jacket on.
I like it on her. I don't like it on him.
See, I like it better on him than
He
her.
looks like
Because her pants are ill-fitting.
He looks like the black version of the Tin Man.
Idiot.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
I love it. I froth it.
No, that's
I
a no
love
for me.
I love.
Oh.
Oh.
Is that velvet? Is she wearing velvet? It's the bag for me. That's the most redeeming quality of the whole photo.
I don't know how I feel about this one.
Victorian's leopard print bag. He looks like he's wearing the goggles to go into the sunbed. Like through the little holes.
Is she wearing red shades?
That
would give me a headache. You know what? At least she's colour coordinated. I'll say that.
She thinks she's killing it, so let her have it.
We'll let her have it.
We'll let her have it.
My other favourite look is the double denim. Have you ever seen them do the double denim?
Was that them? I thought, is it Brittany? Brittany and Justin.
Brittany and Justin did it.
Yeah, I love
but
that.
also Bex and
I
Posh
don't
did
remember them. I remember Brittany and Justin.
Brittany and Justin rocked it too.
Love that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other looks from that era that I would want to bring back. You remember the long t-shirts over the jeans with the belt?
Do you remember the skinny scarves?
Stop it. But they were all shiny.
Oh, yuck. Yuck.
I can't.
Please, I don't want skinny
Let's
scarves.
not bring it back. Let's not. Don't do that to me.
No.
One, because low-rise jeans are back, by the way. I do not want people staring at my butt crack. That's not it for me.
I think back in the day, now this isn't researched, but back in the day when it was all about the lowriders, it was also all about the tramp stamp at the back.
Oh, yeah.
So I hope it doesn't take off too much
Because you don't want your tramp.
I don't want anyone to see my tramp stamp. My massive
Love that.
tramp stamp. Yeah.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of trends that I wouldn't want to bring back. Thin brows is one of them, so stay in your lane.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Do not bring me that bad
They're
karma.
coming. They're coming.
No, I don't
They
want
are.
it. I do not want it.
Just,
No.
I love it.
No.
I love it.
You know what I also don't want to come back?
What's that?
The bright pink blush with like the light baby blue shadow.
Oh, and the
Straight
nude,
up
and
Pretty
the foundation
Woman,
lips.
Yeah,
No.
and foundation lips.
No.
And what is that, the Maybelline mousse?
The Dream Matte
The
Mousse.
Dream Matte Mousse? Nah.
That's like everybody's foray into makeup.
Stop. I started with that and I will never go back. ever.
I also used to use Natural Glamour.
I don't know what that is.
Well, it was what my mum used.
Did you steal it from your mum
Yeah.
to use it? Oh, Cara.
And it was like a mineral powder foundation. Mind
okay.
you, my mum is from the south of Italy and she is 10 times more tan than I am.
Right.
So I would constantly look orange. It was great.
We love that. We
love
love
that.
the orange face and the white body.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Beautiful. Such a look. Such a vibe.
It's a vibe.
I think that's all we've got today. Is that it?
Yeah.
We've come to the end of our first podcast. Well done.
Well done.
Well done.
Good stuff.
Kick and go.
How do you feel?
I'm ready for a nap.
You ready for
That took me out of it. Like, I don't want to go back to work now.
You look so cozy. You probably could nap.
You know what? This is a comfortable chair. Next week you can sit in this one.
Done. Let's do it.
Done.
Thanks,
But then
Liz.
I'm going to lounge on that.
That's okay.
You missed your opportunity, babe.
I didn't want to. I was like, it's first podcast. I want to be like proper.
Nah, get settled in. Like it's a chance to vibe.
All right. All right.
Sounds
Next
good.
time I'll lie down.
Next time.
Done. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is Antoinette and Caitlin from the Beauty School. We're delighted to have had you with us today and can't wait to see you next time.